Stalkers if he has another gateway somewhere.
All right, and on our Zerg player's side, he's actually taking 2 gases pretty quickly here, both going down at around that 5 minute and 40-second mark, which is about 40 seconds earlier than we see gases. You know, sometimes people take them at 6 and stuff, but 5:40 very early. So maybe some early tech out of Revenge, maybe some, you know, maybe we're gonna get some action.
We certainly may. So, well, someone in the chat said that it's on the high ground, so an Overlord can't see if.
Oh, you are so smart! How did I not think of that?
Yeah, like this Overlord over here wouldn't be able to see it, but you know, a moving floating one would. But yeah, that was. Let's see, who is it, so we can give him or her the proper credit. Oh, that's Rajzilla.
That is perfect. That is perfect explaining too, because on this map you actually can't see the Protoss's 4th gas, so you don't know the timing on it either. So you're hiding incredible amounts of information from your opponent. Actually, wow,
yeah, that's good on you, Rajzilla. You, well, he's playing tonight. Let's just give him a free win. No, we can't.
All I do all day, every day, is cast StarCraft. I see this all the time, and I could not figure that out. No. All right, well, it looks like we are going to have a Sentry Immortal all-in coming out of Echo here. Or Cheeto, sorry. It looks like Echo to me.
A little dyslexic there.
Adding these 3 gates, chrono boosting out Immortals here, and he's going to hide the Immortals on the high ground. He actually has not filled one of his gases, which might hurt him. But, yeah, those gateways did go down at the 7-minute mark, which is very standard for the additional 3 gateways here. And here come 3 more, I do believe. Indeed, so, yeah, this is exactly right, except the gas timings we usually see a little more staggered. But again, Cheeto did the thing where he put them in between. He made both at 6:30, and typically we see them come up either somewhere between 6 and 6:20 and 7 minutes for the 4th one. So, I don't know, maybe a little bit inefficient. We'll see when he pushes out. This normally pushes out around, like, I don't know, 9:20 to 9:40, but...
These things are going to snipe this, that little Stalker there.
Well, there's a Stalker on the field?
Yep, and it's dead.
Well, there was a Stalker on the field.
There was a Stalker. But then Zerglings killed it. Now, Cheeto, I almost called him Cheeto, he might get mad. Cheeto does have quite a few sentries here. Zerglings really aren't going to cut it trying to get through this choke here.
But no, they aren't. Yeah, you're right. That's good analysis. I was like trying to think if they follow that up, and I was like, too stupid, never mind.
Well, you know, I think whoever wins the most engagements and kills the most units is probably going to win this game.
Whoever has buildings left at the end of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You know, well, I'm thinking whoever GG's first probably going to end up losing.
This is pushing out at 10:40, or sorry, 10:10 here, or 10 minutes flat, or something like that. And the Overlord did see it move out. The Zerglings, you know, a good way to stop this is to counter it with Zerglings. Try to get into the main if there's no wall up, but a good wall up from Cheeto is going to stop this. And Roachling is out on the map. Let's take a look at the Harvesters for Revenge. He's actually at 58, and I don't know. No, it's going to come down a lot to the engagement, of course, but this might be too many. We'll see how this goes. It doesn't have a proxy pylon, though. Only this Warp Prism, so all of his reinforcements are going to get caught. And, wow, really good catch by Revenge. That's really smart.
Yeah, picking off as many Stalkers as he can, but, well, Cheeto actually getting pulled back a little bit, but he's not. He won't be fooled. He will not be distracted. Moving up with this army up to the 3rd, but there are a lot of roaches here.
Yeah, it's really important because pulling the army back, even for that 10 seconds, you know, that's another 15 roaches he just got out.
Oh, yeah.
So his supply is at 176 to the 100 of Cheeto. And Cheeto, oh my goodness.
Oh, not the best force fields there. All the roaches are up there giving him roach hugs.
And sniping the Immortals, too. And this game is going to end real quick as Revenge takes a huge lead, killing off every single unit here. It's going to be like 50 supply to 150. This is out of control.
Well, hey, Cheeto could run it back. He's got this Warp Prism with an Immortal, a Stalker, and a Sentry in it. No, that's it. Yeah, that's just him trying to save some stuff. But yeah, at that point, like, I mean, it really does look like Revenge is pretty far ahead here. Those roaches gonna help him break down that wall, no problem.
Yeah,
Force field there.
There's not enough to say. A lot to say. Echo has no tech, no units. That 8's all in for a reason. Everything's going to go down here.
Yep. He's doing a good job of putting force fields exactly where his buildings are dying, but I mean he's out of energy now. He's got no more force fields.
Yeah, this is kind of what the campaign looks like most of the time, I think. Zerg just coming in here, pummeling all over Cheeto, and Cheeto with a good build. It looked pretty efficient, but I have to say, getting that proxy pylon out is so important. You can't let your reinforcements get caught out like that. And it delayed the push a little bit. And can you imagine if there were like 15 less roaches there and the force fields were a little bit better? Game can be completely different. Incredibly powerful army with Cheeto if used correctly.
Yep. And now Cheeto really just trying to. I mean, he's doing the force fields there, but at this point in the game, where he's back down to one base. Revenge doing the dot dots, and he's like, "Come on, man, come on," because it really is over at this point. Even if. I mean, Cheeto could throw force fields down there all day, and even if Revenge never gets in there, he is 2 bases ahead.
That's true. He's not starting at 4th or anything, but he's starting drops and Roach Burrow movement.
Roach Burrow move will do it. Except he's researching that before he actually gets Burrow, but I think Burrow. Oh, now he's getting Burrow, and I think it goes a bit faster, right?
Yeah,
like 10 seconds
to 100 seconds. So he's just like trying to make us think about this as hard as possible. But we do have a Zealot Warpin that's going to come in with a Warp Prism at Revenge's natural. I mean, you know.
Yeah, just taking Cheetah's natural.
Oh god. Well, these Zealots are going to force a lot of units to come back for Revenge here. Revenge losing drones probably shouldn't be losing drones, but you know, I mean. Well, if he doesn't react at all, I mean, eventually, this will do significant amounts of damage. But
yeah. I mean, one Zealot could win you the game if they just don't fight it.
If they just let you kill
they just actively avoid that Zealot. I mean, it could win the game. I mean, actually, maybe not. You'd have to micro your broodlings away when they destroyed a hatch.
That's true. Maybe if they have shield and weapon upgrades and armor upgrades, you know?
Maybe. Well, Burrow move is done. Burrow's going to be done in about 5 more seconds, but Revenge actually pulling all his roaches back.
There's actually a lot of damage being done by Cheeto here. I mean, it's not significant enough to a point where, like, he's going to win the game, but it is 58 harvesters now for Revenge. He's been making them, too. 29 workers have been killed by Cheeto at this point. It is still 61 to 196 supply, and he is burrowing under a ton of units here, but yeah.
They have a Colossus on the map, but again, at this point, really not going to make too much of a difference. The roaches are inside the main. The Colossus is dead. It's going to be GG any second here from Cheeto.
All right, guys. Well,
there it is.
That is going to be the second game in a row that a Revenge has won. His Zerg versus Protoss looking pretty strong here, I have to say. Held both of those off really, really well. Made great decisions in that game to, of course, circumvent the army and really pick off reinforcements. I want to kind of go back into that replay at some point and see if he was scouting around the map with the Zergling like the entire time on that side to see